What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. TammyTalks here. Let's talk Married at First Sight, The After Party, and Nicole. So for those of you that are brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So if you enjoy that type of content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, helps smaller YouTubers like myself with the algorithm, okay? Let's talk The After Party. So I know a lot of you guys asked me to recap the after party, recap the after party, recap the after party. In my opinion, there's nothing to recap on it. So I know on some previous seasons, I did do some videos on the after party, but there's nothing to talk about for the most part. I actually have an issue with the after party because I feel like it's like having a mini reunion after every single episode, but not with both people. You see what I'm saying? It's a very one-sided reunion take, basically. So on last night's episode, we know that the big thing is that Kirsten and Shaquille are having this back and forth where she's not opening up. He wants her to. She now wants to open up. He feels that she's doing too much. We only have Shaquille on the after show. So Shaquille is on there. He's able to give his, get out how he feels about it, get out everything that he's going through, how he feels, all that type of stuff. And then it kind of throws Kirsten under the bus. Now, on the flip side, I think last week she was on and then she's able to get everything that she feels out and it throws Shaq under the bus. What are we going to talk about by the time we get to the reunion? I think the after party, while I love Keisha Knight Pulliam, and I think that Keisha Knight Pulliam should actually be hosting the reunion, I don't think the after party is necessary because all it does is it gives the cast the ability to backtrack and moonwalk and try to clean up everything before the reunion. It takes away from the episode because if I'm watching the episode and as a content creator, I'm watching the episode and I am recapping exactly what I'm seeing on the screen on the episode, and then I go, and that's in my mind. That's what happened, right? But then I go and I record the video, and then there are people in the comments, because on the after party, she said my recaps are not on the after party. I feel like it's a way to skew the audience a certain way. It takes away like accountability, I think, in my opinion. So I don't think the after party is necessary. I think it would be different if they would bring in older castmates that whether still together or now, divorced, if they would bring in older castmates and talk about it in that respect and talk about what's happening on the episode, because this couple's couch thing is stupid. Nobody's watching that. If you take those same people and have them come onto the show and then we talk about the episode, I think that'll go a lot better. But to me, like having these mini reunions that are very one-sided after every single episode, I'm over it. I don't see the purpose in it. I don't see the purpose in it. So I know some of y'all want me to talk about it. I'm not going to. Not every week unless something pertinent comes up that I think is like worth the conversation. Last night was one of those nights. So Nicole is too invested in everybody's life. So Shaquille stated, and Eris agreed, that Nicole slips notes underneath the different couples' doors, giving advice and telling them things to do in their marriage. Example, Shaquille said that Nicole has slipped notes under the door telling him, don't forget to kiss Kirsten today. What are we doing? And why are we doing it, Nicole? What are we doing and why are we doing it? What part of that do you think is okay to do? Because whether I'm Kirsten or Shaquille, we have to have a conversation with Nicole now. Because you're getting too far into my business for no reason. I think Nicole is too involved in everybody's business. The way that dinner scene went with Nicole telling the way that she was kind of in everybody's business and judging them and telling them what they should and should not do. Worry about yourself and how you let your husband cry his way into having both his dogs at the apartment and you don't have yours there. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how your husband basically used reverse psychology on you to tell you that he thinks that you're a little too thick, a little too hefty for his taste. Let's talk about that. That's what you need to be worried about. You don't need to be worried about whether Kirsten and Shaq are kissing. That's none of your business. You don't need to be worried about whether Jasmine and Aries are what they got going on, or whether Clint and Gina are bonding. Nicole sat her ass at that table, and every time everybody went around and gave their perspective and gave how they're feeling about their relationship and their marriage, she had a smart ass comment to say back to everybody. Gina and Clint are talking about how, Clint is bonding with Hank. Well, are you two bonding? Are you two bonding? We care about the dog. Are you two bonding? Are you and Chris bonding? Or is Chris or are you badgering him to fall in love with you? Are y'all bonding? Let's get into that. For her to say Eris and Jasmine, you guys have great body language. Don't let me down. I know body language. Obviously you don't. Because if you knew body language, then you would know that them two have terrible body language with each other. Eris never looks like he wants to be there, ever. So you add insult to injury to tell them that, so that Jasmine can say, well, he don't like me, and we can hear that sad song again. For Shaq and Kirsten, you basically telling her, at this point, everyone should be kissing. Come on, guys. It's been a month. It was condescending, it was rude, and it was none of your business, Nicole. See, Nicole is the epitome of somebody that is going to point out the flaws in everybody else so that she can build herself up, so that she can point out her own flaws privately. Because Nicole fishes for compliments. Nicole wanted everybody to ask her, well, how are you guys doing? You guys look like you guys are doing so great. Y'all are the it couple. That's what Nicole wants. Nicole wants everybody to do that so that Chris can turn around and be like, well, shoot, if everybody else think we in love, let me go ahead and say it to you. Nicole, worry about yourself. By no means should you be slipping a note under anybody's door telling them what to do in their marriage when y'all all have been married only a year. Not a year, only a month. What if Shaq goes and slips a note under your door, bring your dog home? The same way that she tried to guilt trip Dominique into staying with McKinley when she clearly didn't want to be there. It's the same scenario. Nicole is doing too much. I want to like Nicole, but when people do stuff like this, you're meddling. There is absolutely no reason for you to be in their business to the point that you are leaving notes under the door. If Kirsten wants Shaquille to kiss her every day, then Kirsten needs to be the one to say that and admit that. That has nothing to do with you. You cannot be Kirsten's mouthpiece. She's a grown-ass woman. She had no problem saying that she didn't like his bald head. She should have no problem saying, I now like your bald head. I want to kiss you. I want you to kiss me. Whatever needs to happen in that scenario. But that has absolutely nothing to do with you, Nicole. Mark my words, y'all. Nicole is going to get so involved in these people's business while trying to act like she has the perfect marriage, trying to convince Chris to love her. They're not going to make it past decision day. Let me know what you guys think about everything. How do you guys feel about the after party? I don't care for it. I don't like the setup of it. I think they need to mesh couples couch with the actual after party, and then we can just watch other people talk about it, kind of like, y'all watch us YouTubers talk about it. I think that would be a better scenario than we watch Dominique act a fool and call off the marriage and ask for a divorce, and then she gets to sit her ass on the after party and then make all these excuses for it. I also think that Keisha Knight Pulliam should be the reunion host. Kevin Frazier don't get into it like he needs to get into it. He don't ask the questions that he really needs to ask. Keisha asks those questions on the after party. I know I've seen some people say that she rewards bad behavior and blah, blah, blah. She also does ask very straight up, direct questions that the audience wants to see too. But overall, the after party is a waste of time. It just is. It just is. I don't know what to tell y'all. And then also let me know what you guys think about Nicole. Is she too in everybody else's business? How would you feel if you found out that somebody, or how would you feel if you saw somebody leaving notes under the door telling your spouse what they should and should not do to keep the marriage going? Let's talk about it down below, everybody. Again, if you have not already, check out my recap from last night's episode. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. Catch you guys in the next one.